Kia ora, nau mai, haere mai. Welcome to FMG Stadium Waikato here. It is the charity match between the Waterboy 15 and the New Zealand Parliamentary 15. My name is Bevan Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. I'll be your cameraman and might have the odd thing to say. Alongside me, I have Nate Halley. How are we going, Nate?
Yeah, afternoon, Bev. Ready for a footy. Ground's looking immaculate. All the teams are warmed up. We've just got the Parliamentary 15 running onto the paddock right now, actually.
So you say warmed up, they're probably still getting out of first gear, to be honest.
Yeah, I think a few of them were saying before that their backs go out a bit more than they do now, so it should be interesting to see how many subs get rolled today.
In the match debrief or preview, the key message was everyone wants to be able to work on Monday. So it is a game being played in pretty good spirit, more than so much about the result. Anyway, conditions, they look pretty good. It's overcast. We've had some rain. Just seen that there's a bit of a camera issue there. Excuse me, but the rain seems to have stayed away. What's the Waterboy lineup looking like?
Yep, so they've just been led out onto the field there by our number one, Mark Werner. We're in number two, we've got Murray Wallace of Blue Wallace Surveyors, big sponsor of the day, so thank you, Murray. Number three, we've got Colin Hickey in the locks.
Referee Colin Hickey?
Yes, absolutely. Locking together, we've got Andy Townsend and Wiri Nikora. Six, it's Steve Murdens. On the open side, Matt Palmer, and he'll be joined today by two Fawasa as well. Then at number 8, at the back of the scrum, we've got Nick Feast. In the half, Cam Burke. Running 10, Reynard Haggie. On the left wing, Glenn Starr. Second 5'8", Terry Korpua. In the centres, big Andrew Miller of Raw Coaching. On the right wing, Adrian Hadding. And at the back, wearing the fullback's jersey for the first time in his life, I'm sure, Liam Messam. And an interesting stat that we've picked up this week is that Liam Messam, since 1976, has played the most games on Waikato Stadium at 135.
Yeah, quite interesting. Sorry, Nate. We'll get used to it in the next 80 minutes, I'm surely. Big thanks for the rugby database that gave out that information. It was something Thomas Nabs, who's of course the founder of the Waterboy 8 years ago. Thought it was a great Waikato draft Spates bottle cap question. And I thought I'm going to find out this one for you. The Parliamentary 15, Ryan Yelovich, Simon Watts, Ryan Hamilton, Tama Potaka, Penny Henare, one of the longest serving Parliament players, Tama Potaka, Brad Cribb, Dave Duncan, Cam Taylor, Roger Wilden, Cam Mitchell, former rugby league player Billy Wipu, Ray Tragmar, Ryan Hamilton, Jack Tarrant, Cam Luxton, Mike Irvine, Mark Milias, or Frenchy as they're known, as it's game on. Oh, yours
First hit up there's a solid one from the Waterboy 15. As we look at Cam Burke clearing the ruck. Reynard with a skip ball straight away. Liam Messam with his first touch in his 136th game on the stadium. And Andrew Miller's put our winger into space here. Takes it into contact. Ball well protected there by the Waterboy 15. Liam one wide off the ruck. Oh, we have our first fumble of the day and it's advantage to the Parliamentary 15. Marginal pass there.
Not quite in the breadbasket.
Big contact early from both of these teams, the intents there. Playing 4 20-minute quarters today.
Well, so we're told, but I wouldn't be surprised if that gets changed at some point.
Could have been a decision made by the medics there. Great offload from the prop in the Parliamentary 15 team. Dave Duncan.
Been knocked on in the tackle, though. Both teams are looking to play with a bit of fight, which is great to see.
Absolutely. There's been no intent to go to the boot, which is good to see.
Well, thanks for that, Nate, because I was just going to say, playing under Golden Oldies scrum rules in this one, 8 can't break off. You can kick from inside your 22, but that's the only time you can actually kick, even if the ball's on the ground. you can only run 20 metres unless you're inside the 22.
So there'll be no runaways today?
No runaways, no matter what they may think.
Reynard Haggie clears and it's taken by Cam Luxton there, and there's only one way he's going. Taken in a good tackle there by Wiri Nikora of the Waterboy.
Some heavy contact in
Big
this.
contact. Cam Burke clears from the ruck again.
Sorry, Nate, just signalling to my partner
No,
to do something there, mate.
Jack Tarrant with a good carry there. Oh, and that's big contact as well. Ryan Yelovich taking it straight up the guts.
Hotapu Club, he's not scared.
Oh, there was an opportunity there on the left for Tama Pōtaka. Just got away on him.
I think that's been knocked on into touch, and the Waterboy 15 given the opportunity. Scrum or line out, given its golden oldies. Not going to see a lot of line outs when given the option. Waterboy set up 8 years ago by Thomas Nabs. People will know him otherwise as a ND Northern Districts cricket umpire. To help break down the barriers in sport and allow more Kiwis to compete. Which is, what we want to see, people play sport.
Absolutely, he's a wonderful man, Nabsy. Not only known for his cricket, but also a good locking forward from Hamilton Old Boys, I believe.
I'll try not to hold that against him if that's who he played for in his days.
Terry Corker had a good carry there, and Reynard Haggie clears it out again. Liam Messam with some space.
It's been trapped there a little bit.
Treating it like a game of sevens, I think. Good carry there from Nick Feast for the Waterboy 15. Reynard Haggie controlling the game early here, but it's been knocked down by the Parliamentary 15. The referee's playing on here.
Your referee for this one is Grant Stewart. Over 200 Premier games in the Waikato.
Big wide ball there. Wiri Nikora carrying for the Waterboy. Space on the left here. We're going to see another stoppage by the looks. The referee playing advantage to the Parliamentary 15. Some good intent by both teams. The contact's already gotten a little bit slower, Bev.
Yeah, we've only had 4.5 minutes gone. Tell you what though, Nate, I know you're injured, otherwise you'd be playing, but it's a bit easier to keep up with play behind the camera and the mic than it is out there.
Absolutely, mate, absolutely.
But huge thanks for them to be able to play this game on this ground.
Yeah, it could be the first time a lot of these guys have actually played on this ground. You've got one end of the scale, you've got the man who's played the most tests here, or games here, and then you've probably got a few first timers in the mix as well, which is cool.
I think you'd want to pass that one again.
Pretty stray pass from Ryan Hamilton there.
MP for Hamilton East.
Yeah, we'll get a slow replay going for him on that one later.
It'll make the bloopers at least.
Packing down for the third scrum of the day. And Cam Burke takes it right. Liam Messam throws another missed pass. Adrian with his first carry out on the right wing side.
Look at the Parliamentary 15's walked over the top of this. No, they haven't.
As the backs for the Waterboy team are organising themselves. Reynard Haggie being very vocal out there.
Good old worm burner pass coming in.
Can hear the voice of Liam Messam commanding a bit of play out there as Wiri Nikora takes it in and gets his legs driving like Artie Savia. Cam Burke clears for Haggie again. And we've got Mark Werner taking it up. Oh, the Parliamentary 15 have turned this over. They've run right through the ruck there, and they get the penalty for it.
Yeah, an offside call coming there, I think.
Quick tap from the Parliamentary 15. He's met in big contact. Brad Cribb it was, the hooker for the Parliamentary 15. As Ray Trangmar clears. Oh, it's a good pickup there. Some good skills on show. And a short ball as the centre for the Parliamentary 15 takes it forward.
Yeah, we do apologise about these team lists here, folks. We got given them official team lists about half an hour before kick-off. No, don't worry, you don't need to apologise. It's the sort of rugby we've got and expected out here. We've been doing this 6 years, probably the third, this sort of level of rugby.
Yep.
I said to them, guys, look, I've done this often enough to know that
we're having fun.
Yeah.
We're having fun out here anyway.
Fun's the biggest thing. So I think we might see the first time the number 20 for the Parliamentary 15, King Carlos, on the field. Or is he on a different one? No, he is number 20.
Carlos.
Yep. The King. Tell you what, he walked into that match preview with trackies and a shirt on when everyone else is in their playing strip. Played for Melville Premier Bs a few seasons ago out at Collins Road.
So you see our first line out of the day. And the Parliamentary team stolen it here. Dave Duncan looking instrumental again. He's having another carry. Busy, the number 3 for the Parliament.
I think territory for Parliamentary 15 is about 100%.
I think it is 100%. We haven't crossed the halfway for the Waterboy team yet. Position's pretty evenly matched though, as far as we can tell so far. King Carlos with his first bit of involvement at the ruck there. And Dave Duncan again, God, he's busy. The prop for Parliamentary 15.
Good leg drive as well there.
Few Hail Mary power. He's very nearly an intercept from the big prop for the Waterboy there. And there's space here. Tama Portaka with the step. He's offloaded.
He's tripped over Tama's feet there.
Oh, and it's a penalty, goes the way of the Parliamentary 15. They're about 8 metres from touch. Tama Portaka's taken a quick tap. And he's scored on the left wing side there. And the Parliamentary team goes up 5-0 after the first 10 minutes.
Well, just as we were talking about it, Nate, a lot of pressure. Waterboy 15, they had the ball as well. But just being able to get outside their own half. And yeah, first 5 pointers to the New Zealand Parliamentary 15. We'll have a look at a replay in a second.
Yep, the Waterboy just playing in the wrong area.
Actually, the conversions happened a bit too quick for a replay, sorry.
And it's an unsuccessful conversion from out on the left wing side there. As we head back to halfway for a restart.
Now, Nate, what's your rugby background? I mean, you've got a famous relation that most people should know or have at least heard of.
Yep.
But what's your rugby style like?
Forest View High School in Tokoroa. An average, very average player. Grew up in a small town with my sister being a better rugby player than me, which probably says enough about my rugby. That
it's not Chelsea Ellie's not a, well, she's now Chelsea Simple, but not a bad player to be second behind.
No, and then in Hamilton for 17 years and played for Hamilton Marist for a couple of seasons there. So that's my Hamilton club, a great club. And one of our club men, Blair Curry, up there today as well, I believe.
Yes, I think Blair Curry is out there. That'll be why that name sounds familiar if it's from Marist.
The Parliamentary team really got some steam up now, the momentum with them. And then the commentators curse.
Well, I was just going to say, Nate, I've been doing this for 6 years, and I don't believe you can call yourself a true commentator unless you put the cursor. We're 11 and a half in. Well done, you can call yourself a true commentator.
It, and this is exactly what the Waterboy needed. They're going to get some of the pill in the half that they want to be in.
Big congratulations, since this is my first time streaming since I streamed the final, but big congratulations to the St John's College First 15, beating Fielding. Actually blew them off the field last Saturday in the CNI final. Fielding were undefeated all season. St John's had dropped 3 games and was not expecting that.
Congratulations to the Johnny's boys for that. Oh, and it's Liam Messam on King Carlos. It's something you like to see. How good. Obviously today is a charity match which is raising funds for the Waterboy, and as Bev mentioned before the game, it's a charity started by Thomas Nabs, who's on the field, and he set it up to help break down barriers preventing Kiwis from playing sport in New Zealand.
Yeah, I put up a post about the live stream, as I always do, let people know where I'm going. Someone I know in Tauranga that's possibly tuning in, Carly Lee Jones, who's benefited from the Waterboy.
Yes, she's from Tukurua as well, I believe.
Oh, is she? Okay, I've just known her as Tauranga.
Yep. Here we see Charlie Falmoina carrying it up.
Oh, big donut.
Jeez. Big carry from Charlie Falmoina. As the Waterboy 15. Oh, Andrew Miller with a great show of hands there. Andrew Miller, the centre for the Waterboy 15, also known as Rug or Ruggy. As the Parliamentary 15 with a great exit there, sent the Waterboy packing all the way down close to the 22. And Liam Messam's in the back there. Puts a step and a goosey on.
At 40.
It breaks the first tackle, offloads to Charlie Falmoina. And the Waterboy team attacking hard here.
At 40 odd, Liam's still showing he's got the skills. I mean, he looks almost as though he should be playing for Waikato again this season.
Him and King Carlos could probably still do a toffee pops head.
I was thinking Tim Tams earlier, I knew it was wrong. Good old toffee pops.
Gee, Charlie Falmoina's still playing like he's in Super Rugby as well.
Penalty in from the side is the cool. Old Charlie's actually been playing Auckland Premier Rugby for Papatoetoe. He came back from Toulon at the end of the French season and then strapped up. I actually thought...
he's looking fit.
Thought when I live streamed him a couple of months ago for against Grammar Tech, it was his first game, but now he said he'd been playing the whole season for Pat.
And the kick for touch doesn't make it there, and the big number 8, Nick Feast from the Waterboy, is a big carry forward. Charlie Falmoina again involved with a big backdoor exit, and here we are on the right. Great tackle there from
one of the Parliamentary players.
One of the Parliamentary players. Some great skills on display though so far, as we head into the last quarter of our first quarter.
I think Carly Lee is actually tuning in by the look of things.
G'day Carly there in the comments. We've also had a comment come in letting us know that Liam Messam's also a mean flag football player, which is the American football equivalent of Ripper Rugby. Thanks for letting us know that in the comments, Carly.
It's amazing when you do these games. I mean, I try and stay away from the traditional, former All Black, former those little random stats. I love in commentary. So, look, folks, if you've got them and they're at least half true, put them in the comments.
Reynard Haggy with a big carry there. Andrew Miller was looking for the short ball and support. The Waterboy 15 attacking hard here with 2 Fawasa. The number 7 for the Waterboy there. Little fact about 2 Fawasa is he's one of the recipients of support from the Waterboy early on. Yeah, as the Waterboy carries it deep into the 22.
Yeah, I think Chu is written as one of the inaugural recipients back in 2016.
He was. He's a building apprentice now. He's nearly qualified. He's going to be qualified in about a year's time. But he says himself he couldn't have done the things that he's done without the support of the Waterboy. So, beautiful charity, and he's a beautiful young man.
Yeah, it's a charity. It's the first time I've really dealt with the Waterboy, unfortunately. Part of the reason why I live stream is to bring these sort of games out. I actually don't care what level it is. You know, I've done primary school right up into Super Rugby pre-season, so you know, if someone wants it live streamed, I go and do it. I don't care what level, yeah. But it is about promoting sport and you know, enabling people to get out there and do more. Paralympics coming up. We had a very successful Olympics.
Absolutely, 10 golds.
10 golds, the record, along with 20 medals. Really looking forward to the Paralympics though.
Great defence there by the Parliamentary 15 as the winger for the Waterboy 15 is taken out. 5 out from the goal line there. Yeah, another thing about the Waterboy is that you reminded me with the Paralympics coming up, Bev, that they actually do, you know, their kaupapa is obviously breaking down barriers, preventing Kiwis from playing sport. So they do help a lot of the rangatahi playing. Oh, it's a big mistake from the Parliamentary 15 there, and the Waterboy are in. And the refs awarded it.
There's a bit of booing going on in the field too. that was I wouldn't call it a cruel bounce of the ball, but definitely not a great pass.
No, the pass was where the damage was done there. But sorry, as I was saying, Bev, the Waterboy supports quite a few of our youth into sports like wheelchair basketball and kids with physical impairments as well. They help them break down their barriers so that they can participate in sport.
Tell you what, that conversion.
That was a heck of a conversion off the left foot as well. So all of a sudden the Waterboy's up 7-5.
Yeah, if you're looking for a documentary to watch, folks, Wheel Black's Buddies on the Line. All 3 episodes now on Neon TV. I was sitting there watching watching it on Sky Open the other night, and went, I wonder how long it would take for me to get into this, because I had been told I was used. And then for about, after the first ad break, the next half an hour, the voice you hear the most is mine, actually. But it's still a great documentary. Unfortunately, the Wheel Blacks unable to qualify for Paris.
As we're into our last minute of the first quarter here, and King Carlos starts us off. Very evenly matched game here. There's a stray pass there. Takes us out to touch, and we will take the line out. This will take us to, it's a quick line out from Parliamentary 15.
Well, I was going to say a good pass to the AR, but Phil Black was nowhere to be seen.
Just on jersey 11 there, we've got number 11, Suzanne Yee. Very cool that she's decided to jump on the field today. Oh! As the Waterboy carries it forward, looking to close out the half strong, quarter rather.
That was a bit of Carlos Spencer magic that just didn't quite come off. There will be highlights posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page, folks. I'll try not to put too many bloopers in there as well, but we'll post in coming days.
King Carlos there, that would have been the ultimate spot for him to do between the legs like he did to Joe Rokafoko all those years ago. But unfortunately he got caught flat-footed as the Parliamentary team takes it up. Stringing some phases together here. Suzanne Yee's come on and really brought some energy.
Big Charlie's in there making the tackle.
Good short ball there. Two Fawasa looked a bit scared, I think.
I think it's one of these games, especially for the likes of Liam and Carlos, how do you play these games?
Yeah.
Most of the players will be out there playing at what they can play at.
Yep.
But yeah. Gee, interesting fact. Just towards the middle of July, actually, for suburbs, which is northern Hamilton, President's Grade had Lima Sipawanga, Christian Niliafano and Jack Lamb all playing for the Prezi side. And they lost.
Waterboy with some slick hands there. In an offload. I think that's Andrew Miller. As he's taken out, and that closes the quarter. Interesting, isn't it, when they can't carry more than 20 metres? The guy's looking for passes straight away when otherwise they might pin their ears back.
Well, I tried to restart my playing career about this time last year for the Te Araha Mountain Men, which is a Golden Oldies side, and I found at 37, some of those guys at 50 odd can still play, but you're also having to be mindful of, like, I haven't played in 5-6 years. I got the ball and I just wanted to take off, and then, oh no, I can't because I've got a problem. I've got to remember the pass. Anyway, folks, it is quarter time here. It is the Parliamentary 5 trailing Waterboy 7 back shortly, second period action. Alright, second period action. We ended with a ball into touch. The start of the line out. Nate, sponsors, mate. Got to pay the bills.
Absolutely. So massive thanks to the sponsors for today. Couldn't have this match without them as the siren goes for the second quarter. BCD Group, Blue Wallace Surveyors, the Grassroots Trust, Lugdons and Montana Food and Events. A massive thanks to those sponsors who have helped the Waterboy put this game on today.
Yeah, the Waterboy I've seen actually have a number of other sponsors as well. It does take almost takes a village these days to run these events. I've been saying this last couple of seasons. Clubs, organisations, competitions just can't do without money.
Yeah,
Can't
absolutely.
We're talking off air, Nate. There's a documentary on TVNZ tonight, 8:05. It's about the Paralympics. I can't think of the name of it. It's about 6 of the Paralympians and their journey to Paris this year. The opening ceremony starts at 6 o'clock Friday morning, New Zealand time. And one of those 6 is 3-time gold medalist Cameron Leslie, missed out on Tokyo due to family commitments, but looking forward to seeing how he can do in the pool this year. Grant Stewart's the referee.
Just letting Scott Jones know in the comments there. Grant Stewart's the referee, Scott.
Another man from Tauranga, Scott Jones. This one's been lost at the back.
There's an early mistake there from the Waterboy 15. Thomas Nabbs getting through to dive on the pill as quickly as possible. He might have got there first a few moons ago. Not today.
It's alright, Nate, my partner's just being a bit cruel to me at the moment. That's the reason why I'm given the one...
The theme of today was to have fun, mate. So
Oh,
as
definitely.
long as that's happening.
I tell everybody, I go, my number one rule is, and they go, don't swear, and I go, no, well, okay, 1B then. We're doing this, have some fun.
And the Parliamentary 15 will get the feed into the scrum here, just on their side of halfway. It's Ryan Hamilton quickly feeds it on there. The skill level early's been good, very, very good. Because I think that's Tama Pōtaka wide, and there's an ankle tap.
Tama's actually played pretty well.
He has. And the Parliamentary 15 head across the 40-metre line in the Waterboys half. King Carlos passes it wide. He's still got it. That pass was pretty crispy. Bit of miscommunication there between Dave Duncan, and there's Reynard Haggie with a little bit of a push off the ball there too. I don't know whether there was any friendship involved in that or not.
I think when Carlos was playing for Melville Bees a couple of seasons ago, I think he had one match up against United Matamata Sports number 10. Premier, do you know who the Matamata...
Who was playing for that? Was that Brendan McCullum?
Oh, of course it was Brendan.
It was, wasn't it?
Two
heavy hitters of New Zealand sport.
Unfortunately, my commitment's been elsewhere. I wasn't able to cover the game, but I thought, oh, what a watering that one is.
As the defence from Parliamentary 15 is solid there, pushing the Waterboy back into their 22. There's two Fawwas that gets a carry. Only 18 years old.
Colin Hickey with a good run up. He did a number of games in the Waikato. It was only in the period break that I remembered, that I realised who it was that was saying hello to me earlier. It's a kick outside the 22 there.
Oh, and Thomas Nabbs. A lot of back and forth here. She's a very evenly matched game, which is good to see. There's a few hands on knees now. As the 8 from the Parliamentary 15 carries it forward, Sean Reynolds. King Carlos switches directions. And Ryan Hamilton takes it into contact. I don't know that he's taken it in too many times today. Classic number 10, not looking to shovel it on, but it's a penalty to the Parliamentary 15.
Yeah, Waterboy is not rolling there. I'd say it's probably not deliberately slowing the ball down. I think it's a bit too puffed to get up to his feet in a quick hurry. Um, these are one of these games when you play quarters, it's a bit hard to start 4 times in a game, you know? Sometimes you'd rather just play halves.
Colin Hickey getting involved there again. Probably lucky the ball got cleared there because he was going right in the side.
Well, referees know the best way to cheat. Another one for not rolling.
It's quickly tapped there by Ray Trangmar. And King Carlos goes forward. A big left foot step from Ryan Hamilton, I think it is.
I think it is Ryan Hamilton. He was definitely pumped for this game.
He was. There's a show and go there. Oh. King Carlos with the inside ball. That didn't quite go to hand, but the Parliamentary 15 has found the line with Delaney Edmonds on the right-hand side. The end of some great play from the Parliamentary 15.
The second period or second quarter's pretty much started the similar way that the first one did.
Really has.
Bit stop start, both teams with a lot of possession, but the Parliamentary 15 with a lot of territory.
I think the Parliamentary 15 quite lucky here that they've got two quality 10s in Ryan Hamilton and Carlos Spencer. And you can see them sort of controlling the game.
Thought that conversion wasn't half decent, but didn't even make the 5 metre line,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
From up here it looked like it was going all the way, but maybe another 20 to go.
As we get towards more the end of schoolboy rugby, folks, don't forget there is still more rugby action happening around the traps. If you'd like to become a referee, please get in touch with either your local club, provincial union, or even get in touch with me. I can send you on to the right people. There's also a graphic at the start. We might chuck that up at half time with contacts. Can't have a game without a referee.
Two Fowas are up quick there. So the Parliamentary 15 takes the ball. Spencer with a wide pass. And a great carry from the centre for Parliament there with the offload. Screeching down the left, and the flag's gone up. Who's out?
Waterboy's going quickly.
Woody Nikora there taking the ball into contact. Woody, one of the guys who run the Taku Wairua program for the Waterboy.
So rapper as well, I believe. Played at One Love.
Okay, there you go.
Chase something is his stage name. I can't remember because they haven't written it down somewhere readable.
Big contact there with Rug Miller getting smashed and losing the ball backwards. It's worked out for the best for the Waterboy team as there was a further knock on from the Parliamentary team. So we'll see a scrum here for the Waterboy, 30 metres out from their own line.
Waikato NPC away to North Harbour tomorrow, I believe. Actually, I might just check that, but Thames Valley are taking on North Otago. I think that game's just kicked off in Te Araha. Plenty of provincial rugby at the tail end of the New Zealand season.
Defence really solid here from the Parliamentary team. The Waterboy can't seem to be making too many inroads. Unless you're Liam Messam, who carries it forward 10, 15, and he knocks it on at the end of that play there, unfortunately.
He shrugged off about 5. He got himself into a tangle to start with.
Chase Woods, the stage name of Woody Nikora, who has played at One Love before. You're right, Bev.
Memory runs well some days. Sorry, folks, we'll fix the volume in a second. Thanks, VJ, for letting me know.
A few technical difficulties happening, but we're working our way through them. As the Parliamentary team goes down the right-hand side here. And it's number 18 for the Parliamentary, 15 with a great run there.
Decent use of width on the wing there.
Don't have a name on the 18 jersey, sorry folks. But a brilliant run there, and the Parliamentary team all of a sudden out 17 points to 7. Great start to the second quarter for them here.
Got Kate Sewer and Chase Lindrop tuning in as well.
Defence for this Parliamentary team really winning the game for them so far. The Waterboy team just can't really seem to make too many gains when they've got the ball in hand.
I think a few of these Parliamentary 15 players were actually playing a month ago up in Northland at Sunrock Stadium in another Parliamentary game, so probably a few of them have played together, I believe.
This Jack Tarrant has a good run up there, I think it was. A few numbers on this field that haven't quite made the team list today. The Parliamentary team blows through the ruck there and turns it over. Some great play. Shoveling it on quickly here. Big defence from Parliament again. So I believe it's Wade Bryant on the park in another 10 jersey.
Well, the only stat I have in this game is 3 passes straight to where the assistant referee is or should have been, or rather than to the player. The Parliamentary 15 went to go quick, but too many players in the way, I believe.
And it is Wade Bryant on the field. Good, one of the best local real estate agents, obviously for Lugdons. Welcome to the park, Wade. There's the line-out's good there, competing in the air. And the Waterboy 15 have it on their side of the ruck.
Under advantage as well.
Very wild pass there from the middle of the park from the Waterboy team. But Witty Nikora with a great pass there out to the right hand side. Oh, and it's a one-on-one strip.
Strip
but
was
they were
good.
Still under advantage. Energy levels still high.
Yeah, although that's probably the 4th penalty in a row for someone on the wrong side of the ruck.
There's a quick tap there from Nick Feast for the Waterboy team. Cam Burke at the back there, and Charlie Falmuina are taking it up again. Getting involved a lot, Charlie Falmuina. You see Terry Korpuo's been involved as well. Liam Messon playing halfback. And Tufawasa gets a bit of space. Strong carry there from the young man. You see a touchy flag go up out here. Not sure if the refs quite caught that.
Might have been a bit of a high shot on the chops, I think.
The ref's blowing his whistle for a penalty. The touchy's got some comms going on here. Looks like it was for offside. No, high tackle. You're right, Bev.
Oh, that makes it once today at least.
Charlie Falmuina with a big bump there. Good balls, too wide left there for the Waterboy team. And Liam Messam in at first receiver. I think he's played about 9 positions today, Liam Messam.
And none of them 6 or 7, I'd say.
It'd be another interesting stat to get from the rugby database, Bev, is what positions he did play those 135 games on Waikato Stadium in.
Tell you what, if anyone's got that sort of stats, the rugby database does, because I've asked them a couple of times. They've responded pretty quick with things.
You see a knock on there from the Waterboy.
The other
Saw the defenders coming at him pretty quickly, I think.
The other stat I have, and question here for you, Nate, is Waikato likely to have another Centurion player? Liam's the last one, when he retired in 2021. Dwayne Sweeney before that, and considering both of those players played a lot of games overseas, like they played a lot of those 100 games before going overseas, but are we likely to see another one with the way rugby is done these days?
Yeah, who's the closest currently, Bev, do you know?
No, he asked too many questions there, mate.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see if, because I think a couple of our All Blacks, obviously Anton Leonard-Brown and Damien McKenzie, have played a few, so...
I would say that those two are probably the next closest.
Yeah, depending on the last part of their careers, whether they play again. A few other players too back in local club rugby. Wharenui Hawera back playing for Marist, I believe he's played over 50 for Waikato as well.
We've got the manager for Marist this year playing today, I believe, somewhere along in the field for Leighton.
Matt Palmer?
Yes, Matt Palmer.
Matt Palmer, he's there, the owner of the Five Stags in Leamington. He is the manager of the Marist Prems, also former coach of their under-21s team, of which I was a part of a few moons ago. A good man, Matt Palmer.
Yeah, I was going to say, I only called one game this season. It was that final, Marist going undefeated right throughout, downing Hotapu in the final.
Not the first time for the green and white hoops either.
Yeah, it's funny because people ask me what club am I aligned with in the Waikato. Other than this season, the 4 years the Waikato have live streamed, it's been through me. It's got a charge down here. Knocked into touch. My allegiance is actually who treats me well. I have technically I should be with Marist because I attended Sacred Heart for 3 years, but I tend to just sit neutral and let rugby do the talking. Best thing to do though.
Notice on the team list we have a Billy Weepu from the Parliamentary 15.
Brother of?
He is the brother of Pity.
Yes. Played for Wainui Mata Lions. Played for the Wainui Mata Rugby Club. Manly Sea Eagles as well. He played a lot of rugby league in his days.
Some rugby royalty on the park here today. There's a great carry from the Parliamentary 15. Just dropping the last pass. Suzanne Yee getting involved in the contact there. Charlie Falmoina off the right boot.
He's made a good 20 metres there, I think.
Not a bad exit from the big prop. A few cheers from the crowd as he has the boot connected. Also in the front row for the Waterboy 15, we've got Mark Werner, who won the Brewery Shield in 2009 with Morrinsville Sports. He's one of the directors at Brandmakers and a large sponsor of the Waterboy too, so good on you, Mark.
They also sponsor...
straight Carlos, straight through. And the offload, crispy play. As the Parliamentary 15 dot down under the sticks as well.
I think there might have been a hint of a forward pass from Carlos there.
We got the touchy coming onto the field here. Oh, and he's called it forward. He's called it forward.
It looked a few metres, to be fair.
Carlos was already back at halfway. Didn't want to even entertain the idea that it had been forward.
Never forward in his eyes. I love the way Suzanne Yee's playing. She's the only Wahine out there, but she's playing with a lot of vigour and, not shy.
Involved. She's putting hits on the leads as well. Big contact there with the Parliamentary 15, taking it up. Suzanne Yee clears the base. And we've got a carry there from Cam Luxton, I think it was. Just got a little knock on there. And the Waterboy 15 are going to get their hands on it. We've only got 10 seconds to go over this quarter. The Waterboy 15 will be wanting to limit the damage here.
And I think that is
called
quarter
the
time.
second quarter. So the Waterboy 15 won't be too displeased about being locked down in their in their half there. That brings the second quarter to a close.
Yeah, and just before we go to the break, big thanks to the sponsors of this match, BCD Group, Blue Wallace Surveyors, Grassroots Trust, Lugdens and Montana Food and Events. Back shortly. Second half action coming up here at FMG Stadium, Waikato. It is the Parliamentary 17 leading Waterboy 7. Alright, welcome back. Second half action, I think a few tired bodies and a bit of a huffing and puffing in that in that half-time break made it a little bit longer there, no doubt.
Yeah, there'll be a few tired bodies there for sure. There's a fair bit of stretching happening on the sideline and a couple of the guys having a rest there. See Simon Lugden warming up as the second half kicks off. See Simon Lugden there, a special shout out to him, the owner of Lugden's in Hamilton, a major sponsor of the Waterboy and obviously a big sponsor for today as well. As the third quarter kicks off with much the same intent as the first two from the Parliamentary 15 here. Getting straight into the action. There was an arm that might have been a little bit higher than the shoulder there, but refs allowing play to carry on. Ryan Hamilton takes the ball into contact. Taken care of by Matt Palmer there. The Parliamentary 15 in some space. With a great take and some fancy footwork down the sideline, but he's put a foot in touch.
Tell you what, that number 11 for the Parliamentary 15, who is, it is Tama Potaka. Has actually had a pretty decent game.
He is. He might have had something going on with the legs there, because I don't think he started with the skins on, but...
I think he did.
He did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It kind of stands out because he's the only player on either side with skins.
Well, they're moving pretty quickly anyway every time he's touched it. There's Dave Duncan there involved again, the number 3 for the Parliamentary 15. A massive carry there from Pini Henare for the Parliamentary 15. As Mike Merliers takes it forward there.
Frenchy is known as.
Dave Duncan with a carry and an offload. Hands off to Ryan Yelovich. Parliamentary 15 on attack hard here into the 22. Dave Duncan again. God, he's had a good game. Bit of pick and go. Ray Trangmar clears one wide. Parliamentary 15 about 7 out from their goal line. Good quick hands there from Ryan Yelovich. Big leg drive, and the Parliamentary 15 are in a maul. They're getting close to the line here.
And held up. Goal line dropout.
Goal line dropout.
First one we've seen today. Tell you what, Grant Stewart's not doing too bad catching and carrying the ball when he's had to. He's done it a couple of times. First game I refereed, Nate, of Golden Oldies, which is kind of the style this is being played at, was over at Fairfield Yellow Valleys on Wecker Street. And I remember a comment coming up saying, gee, this referee keeps up with the play. I had a real good laugh because I don't think they realised who I was. I was the flatmate of their usual referee.
Tama Potaka there with another super strong run. As the Parliamentary 15 spread it wide, they've had most of the ball in this third quarter so far. Another offload there. The early jitters have definitely been shaken off. There's a bit more freedom happening now in the third quarter.
I was going to say
there's a bit going on there. The dummy runner got well and truly in the way there. And Jack Tarrant just about made it. Ref blowing his whistle to signal the shepherd there. Or obstruction. And the Parliamentary, the Waterboy will have a line out. About 35 out from their own goal line.
Some of the other comments that was made about the Waterboy 15 today was that some of these guys haven't played, well, Nabsy said 20 years since 1990, but I think you can slap another 10 years on top of that. And I think it's almost showing whether it's the Parliamentary 15 do play a number of games. They've also got a netball side as well. And the point of them playing is in these sort of charity matches.
They're definitely looking a bit more drilled. Bit more organised, but the Waterboy team putting up a heck of a fight here as they carry it forward.
I wouldn't be surprised if they'd heard me.
Oh, and there goes Nabsy. Nabsy with a great carry. Hands off to, I think that was Reynard Haggie. And the Waterboy goes into the Parliamentary team's half. Just good meters from them. Oh, and unfortunately penalised there.
Not releasing.
And it's a quick tap from the Parliamentary team. There's the number 4 for them, Cam Taylor, carries it forward. Oh, and it's a one-on-one strip there. Andrew Miller's running away with it.
It's gone the 20 metres though.
The refs pulled them back here for a knock-on.
Oh, that's a bit rough. I mean, I wouldn't say a normal game of rugby, but in a generalised game of rugby, shall we say, he's probably on a good runaway there.
I would have put money on Andrew Miller scoring from there.
The problem was, I think Grant Stewart has said it was a knock-on both ways.
Yeah.
So no advantage. But we're still with Waterboy.
Charlie Falmuina making his way back onto the field. Just can't get over Dave Duncan for the Parliamentary team. Wearing the 3 jersey, having an immense game, is involved everywhere.
Yeah, I've lost count how many times you've mentioned him, and rightly so.
Yeah.
Just something, a heads up, folks, about the scoreboard clock. Unfortunately, I don't have a third period in my rugby scoreboard, so it's overtime.
So we will see overtime 2 today. But it isn't golden point or extra time. It's just going to be the 3rd and 4th quarters. Also during the break there, as Bev mentioned in the last quarter, all the contact details there for if you wanted to get involved in refereeing. Obviously the game needs referees. We can't play games without referees. If you want to get involved.
When I started, and it was funny because someone I've commentated with this season, James Higgins, who started about the same time as me, drilled into us that 1 of 31, not the one player on the paddock, but 1 of 31 people.
Yeah.
And I think it's still the best way to surmise what a referee should be.
Yeah. Not like how the Warriors fans describe them as a one-man team playing against the Wires.
There's many ways to describe a referee if you're a Warriors supporter. I see there's a bit of hoo-ha going on about a tackle on Tuivasa Sheck last night.
Good carry there by Ryan Yelovich.
I don't think he gets to play many games. He runs the social media for Hotapu Rugby Club, or Sports Club I should say. He did play a number of games, a number of seasons for the Prem B's side.
Oh, big run there from Ray Trangmar. As the offload comes off. Sean Reynolds in the 8 jersey for the Parliamentary 15.
Good read there, Nate, because I know the number 8 I had to change about 5 times. Got a big break here from the number 6.
Cam Mitchell. And the ref awards the try. Great work there by the Parliamentary 15. That takes them to 22 points to 7 with a kick to come.
Oh, the school you went to well, you said you went...
Forest View.
Forest View. I was going to say Tuggeranong School, but no, I was like, no, that's not right. Forest View. Can't have been too bad.
You see a few subs rolling here. Woody Nikora coming off the field. Going on is Steve Meredens. I've also got, looks like Simon Lugden's on the park now. Once again, obviously the owner of Lugden's Real Estate in Hamilton, massive sponsor of the Waterboy with Lugden's.
Well, I mean, Lugden's itself is such a huge name in Hamilton itself, but it's the actual official title of the Waterboy is the Waterboy with Lugden's.
Yes.
That shows sort of where they rank as sponsors.
Yeah. Simon known as well for the way that he grows people within his own business, which obviously has perfect alignment with what the Waterboy gets up to in the community as well. So a match made in heaven, you might say.
Yeah, I've only ever heard good things said about Simon Lugden.
Cam Burke's kick off there, bounces out into touch. It'll be a line out to the Parliamentary 15, about 30 metres from their own line.
I remember the good old days. I think it was after, it might have been when I was year 10, so around the 2001, 2002 era. We used to kick off with a tee.
Yes.
Amazing, that was only 20 years ago.
Well, there were tees and there were
Sand
buckets
piles.
of sand as well.
Yep.
I think Andrew Walker was the fullback from Australia who did that in international test rugby. Strong carry there from Thomas Nabbs as he hands off to Andy Townsend for the Waterboy, and it's a great carry from the Waterboy team. They're 3 metres out from the line. A pick and go.
Great D
He's gone
again.
just short. And the referee's awarded a try there. We can't quite see who scored that, but it looks like
Oh, no. It's
Murray
not
Wallace. No, it's Blair Curry. Blair Curry that scored that.
I was going to say it was definitely a smaller number.
Massive from Blair Curry. Not sure if that's his first try on Waikato Stadium or not.
I almost thought it was Big Charlie that was going over and then realised it was a clean face.
Blair will be pleased to know that you mistook him for Charlie Faumuina,
I
I'm sure,
can't,
Bev.
I can't say that. I'll come back to this. I'll show you the conversion as the ball's fallen over. Carl Johnson might have something against this. I think he's dug a hole in the ground. We were just talking about the old style way of kicking. Not a bad stab.
Oh, he's gone close, but it's just gone away to the left there. Obviously, Blair Curry, the try scorer too, one of the owners of BCD Group, who are another major sponsor for today. Thank you, BCD Group.
And another one that just sponsors a lot of things as well. You
Absolutely.
see, I think wheelchair rugby, the Low Point Nationals are happening end of September.
Yep.
BCD Group sponsoring that as well for X number of years that they've been doing that.
Yep. Big sponsor of community sport, but also Waikato Rugby in general. BCD are a major sponsor of Waikato Rugby. Perfect kick there from Carlos Spencer. I think that was bang on the button of the 10 metre line there.
You reckon he's been practicing that during the week?
Well, I reckon he'd tell you it's like riding a bike. They've actually got the ball back here, and he's throwing a massive wide ball. And Tama Portucker's going down the left-hand side again. Big good step there from the 10 for the Parliamentary 15. Jack Tarrant carries now. There's Suzanne Yee's back on the field and clears the base of the ruck.
Pretty slick passing from her.
It is, isn't it? And then going to Carlos as well, it just carries on.
Charlie Faumuina with the big tackle in there.
The Parliamentary team into the 22. Ryan Yelovich carries again.
Here's the
Suzanne
fourth for the
Yee.
day.
Ooh. That looked a bit uncomfortable there.
Yeah, he's almost fallen on his knees and then copped it around the larynx.
Carlos sort of lost his footing there and might have got a forearm around the chops, but oh, we're going to see. Oh, and Dave Duncan. I'm glad that's happened. He deserves that. He's been everywhere today and he finally gets 5 points for it as well.
Yeah, well deserved try, as you say, Nate. And I think the Waterboy 15's just struggling with the length of this game. What I was going to say, talking about the sorry,
Do those points go on?
Well, I was going to say, you know, we're talking about the tees and the sands. I was at a Ripper rugby tournament a couple of weeks ago, and kids were actually digging a hole in the ground using their toes. And I go, boys, if you're going to dig the hole for a kick at goal, use your heel. That's the way to, yeah. Funny enough, they responded and went, oh no, this is much easier.
That's experience, eh, Bev?
Oh, definitely, mate. That game I was talking about earlier, playing for Te Araha Mountain Men, scored my first try in about 24 years, I think it was. I basically demanded the ball off them.
So the conversion was unsuccessful there, and we're back into the action. The Parliamentary team leading the Waterboy 15, 27 points to 12. Oh, and there's a bit of pace. Oh, slippery underfoot. The second bit of lost footing in the last couple of minutes. And the Waterboy 15 have the ball on their 40-metre line. Cleared from the base there by, I think it was Ruwade Bryant. Good carry and offload there. And Colin Hickey takes the ball forward and passes it straight into touch. For those who missed the stats we had rolling early on, Liam Messam since 1976 has played the most games on Waikato Stadium at 135. And a big shout out to the rugby database for the comms on that. The Parliamentary team wins the line out, and Suzanne Yee and Carlos Spencer clear the ball out wide. Taumapōtaka ranging on the left again. Doesn't quite make it to him, but the ball's cleared quickly and it's in his hands now. Been really solid today, Taumapōtaka. Suzanne Yee, Carlos Spencer with the inside ball.
It was a great pass to Grant Stewart. I have seen Anthony Petrie, who's the referee education officer in Auckland, is doing a televised first 15 game. 5 metres out, got the pop ball straight to him. He did a goosey as well, and then blew it up. It was such a good, pop ball straight to the ref. I told him off too because I said, mate, you're 5 metres out, surely. Stuff the goosey, just tuck your head down and go.
Coming onto the field here, we've got Murray Wallace wearing the 2 jersey, goes straight into locking position in the scrum here. I'll tell you what, it's good to see Carlos just throwing that inside pass though. Just the no-look, vintage Carlos Spencer. As he takes it forward again and passes a second man pass out the back. And Delaney Edmonds takes the ball into contact there. Suzanne Yee, a bit of a high pass. Didn't quite go to hand, but the Parliamentary teams recovered it. The referee blows a penalty there for holding on. Waterboy looking for a quick tap. And goes. Oh, must be getting a bit slippery out there, Bev.
Yeah, well, I think we are playing on an international ground here at FMG Stadium in Waikato. Big thanks to them for letting us use the ground. And it's just funny because when you get that little bit of rain that we have had, someone else just doing a good Carlos pass there.
Beautiful little pass there. It was that Terry Korpua, the little offload out the back there.
The water almost sits on top of the grass, so it is, it's not a club ground where you need the long cleats.
Reynard Haggie there with a show and go. Makes a few metres. The ball pops out the back there. And Terry Korpua again. One side of the field to the other. So Waterboy looked to string some phases together. Nice short ball there with Thomas Nabbs taking it straight into contact.
It might be his first carry of the game. He's been hanging off the sides and making some tackles and that.
Two Fawasa in the back there with a pick and go. He's run straight away from any of his help. And the Parliamentary 15 getting through there, and Suzanne Yee clearing down the blind side quite quickly.
I think it's the third turnover of this period.
Long phase of play here. So it's Delaney Edwards taking the ball into contact there. Now Cam Taylor. Yee clears the base again. And it's foot to the floor for Cam Mitchell there. There's Cam Luxton with the ball there. Parliamentary team making good metres. It's a solid run there. Short ball. Oh, it was. Tell you what, it was a good piece of play.
The unfortunate thing is, I've only had this thought very recently, but I'd love a game like this. Okay, it's only one camera we're using, but to have a TMO.
Yeah, good call.
I know I did the last ever Northern Roller Mills final, and everyone saw the camera, and all the referees like, it should be TMO. I was like, bugger off, guys.
Yeah.
This is my 15th season of refereeing. If anyone's going to be a TMO, I'll do it.
It's a shame that pass was a touch forward, otherwise we probably would have seen Carlos Spencer under the sticks there.
So, interesting game of rugby in Timaru. South Canterbury 33-32 against Wairarapa Bush at half time.
Strong carry there from Cam Burke as we round out the end of this third quarter. The Waterboy will be wanting to score here as the clock ticks over the end of the half. Ball still in play. Reynard Haggie shovels it on there. The Waterboy team sitting on about the halfway mark. So I think it's Terry Korpu again been involved a lot in this quarter. Oh, as we see Cam Burke there, he's had enough. And that's the end of the third quarter here at FMG Stadium.
Well, I suppose he's living up to the laws of this game where you can't kick it outside your 22. So the next best option is to run it the 20 metres. Whatever it is. We're back. Last quarter coming up here, folks. It's the Parliamentary, the 15-27 leading Waterboy 12. All right, Natalie Bevan Jenkinson back with you here, folks. It's the last period. Thoughts on the game so far? Nate, I'll go with that.
Yeah, it's been fairly evenly matched. I think the difference, there's been no difference in intent from either team, and I'd argue physically they're both there or thereabouts. But the Parliamentary team just looking a bit more organised. I think you can see that they have played a couple of games together. Obviously, having someone like Carlos Spencer running the cutter at first 5'8" has got to be helpful as well. No disrespect to Reynard Haggie. Oh, and we see a short line out there. Pretty marginal as to whether that was inside the 5 or not, but the ref's letting it play on.
You're going back to your point there about Reynard and Carlos. I think Reynard gives up about 50 odd international tests.
Yeah, there's a few games difference there. Reynard, a bloody solid player in his own right. As we see the first penalty of the fourth quarter there for not rolling away against the Waterboy team. Carlos Spencer ball in hand again. As we see the big man from the Parliamentary 15 carry it into the 22. As the penalty gets awarded, and there's a few claps from the bench there. The Parliamentary 15 getting the penalty there.
Yeah, well, I haven't been able to do the possession and territory like I've done a couple of times in 6 years, mate, but territory would be almost 80%, I think.
I think it would be, and that is one of the... As Reynard Heggie clears for touch there. That has been one of the big factors of this game, and one of the reasons the scoreboard says what it says. Waterboy just haven't played a lot of footy in the Parliamentary 15's half. And they've had ball in hand, they've looked pretty handy. You see Blair Curry back onto the park at the front of the line out there.
That was almost an 80s line-out style there. Random fact, folks, if you're watching and unsure when line-outs came in, lifting line-outs. Actually, I'll come back to that, Nate.
Yeah, as once again Dave Duncan with a big carry and he hands off to Cam Taylor. Looks like the ball's squirted out there on the Waterboys side of that though. And the referee is playing advantage. You might see a clearance out of here. No. Waterboy carries it one wide of the ruck. Blair Curry playing halfback there, clearing from the base. Gets back into the maul and puts his power into it as well. Good to see a lot of the sponsors playing today. Obviously Murray Wallace and Blair Curry as Reynard Heggie runs on hard there.
Colin
Hickey with a great take. It was a bit of a hospital ball. The referee's blowing his whistle here.
Might have been a knock on, but
looks like there were a few words being spoken out there too.
What I was going to say, a question for you, Nate. When was lifting at lineouts allowed?
Oh, jeez.
How long ago do you reckon that was?
You see the old vintage AB's games where they're just jumping and whatnot.
Yeah, the old schoolboy.
Yeah.
The junior rugby.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess 83.
No. 96 with the invention
96?
of professional rugby.
You're kidding.
Yep, that's when it became up until the 96 in amateur rugby, you know.
And was there a team, Bev, that first did it?
Couldn't tell you, sorry.
Okay.
Again, Nate, one question too many.
Apologies, mate, I wouldn't put you on the spot like that.
No, I do.
Great carry there. Cam Burke from the Waterboy puts Adrian Hadding into space. But it's turned over and the Parliamentary team's got it again. Yeah,
Waterboy just too slow to get to the breakdown there.
It's happened a few times today. The Waterboy have got a bit of a head of steam up and had a half chance, and Parliamentary 15 just sort of killed their momentum there as Carlos Spencer shovels it on. Tama Pōtaka out on the left here, but he's taken care of by two Fawasa. Two Fawasa there making two big tackles out this side of the stadium. Carlos Spencer playing halfback, clearing from the base there. And Cam Taylor for the Parliamentary team. And we did get to see the ball go between Carlos Spencer's legs today, Bev.
Probably unintentional that
it
time.
Was unintentional that time, and there was no Joe Rokothoko standing there.
I'm sure someone would line up and say, yeah, I'll take Joe's place.
Oh, Carlos Spencer straight up the middle, off the base of the ruck, and a backdoor pass.
He's fooled everyone, including me, on that pass behind camera.
If you've just joined, obviously, with the Golden Oldies rules, the players aren't allowed to run further than 20 metres up the park without passing, so that'll be why Carlos was moving that pass on there.
Couple of loose carries by either way. Yeah. Well, the worst game of this sort of style of rugby that I've done, 20 minutes in United Matamata Sports' 25th year since the two clubs combined. 20 minutes into the game, we had a broken leg, broken arm, collarbone, suspected heart attack, all within 20 minutes. So I did agree with the sentiment of everyone, you know, we want to go back to work be able to go to work on Monday.
As we see Nick Feast, Wiri Nikora, and Thomas Nabbs coming back onto the park. Round of applause for the players coming off the park as well, of course.
There's Mr. Nabbs, the founder of the Waterboy 8 years ago. That's what this match has been played for.
Wonderful man. Looks like he's packing down at open side flanker there.
Actually, my one story about Thomas Nabbs cricket, funnily enough, is that I swapped crutches for a cricket bat in a sixes tournament. And I walked out with about 9 balls left. And he goes, "Did you want to face a ball?" And I go, "Well, I haven't walked out here for nothing." Unfortunately, didn't get to face a ball in the end.
It's the Waterboy taking it forward here. That last play, Tama Pōtaka trying to enter the side of that ruck and take care of things as Ruwaid Bryant clears from the base there. Reynard Haggie sets off. He's handed off to Colin Hickey there, who's offloaded again. The Waterboy making good meters here. They're looking good in this fourth quarter. Blair Curry takes it into contact.
Helped by Charlie Faumuina with that carry.
Short ball there from Ruwaid.
Straight off the foot.
Just off the foot. There'll be no knock on. The Parliamentary 15 have the ball. So another penalty coming here for the Waterboy. Blair Curry with a quick tap. Wants to get on with it. There's Steve Meerdens with a good carry there. Taking it up over the 40-metre line. And Fawasa with the leg drive. The haircut and the leg drive like Adi Savia, the young man who was a recipient of some support from the Waterboy a few moons ago. Oh, there's nearly an intercept on there. Cam Burke going to throw the pass.
I think he's been penalised for that too, saying...
Deliberate knock on.
Yeah.
So probably a little bit rough from the referee there.
I think he's trying to even the ledger a little bit, maybe.
Charlie Faumuina sets off again. Showing everyone he's very much still got it. Blair Curry takes it into contact. He's having a big quarter as well, Blair Curry.
He scored a try already.
The Waterboy 15 working their way into this, as we still have 12.5 minutes on the clock, with the Waterboy 15 trailing by 15 points. They still rate themselves.
Something that you don't see a lot of in rugby these days. The ball was unplayable. Normally it's resulted in a penalty or a turnover or something like that, but no, that time unplayable. If anyone's listening as a Swamp Foxes fan, good news, and Te Araha leading 17-0 against North Otago. Old goals.
Get up the Swamp Foxes. So you see the Waterboy here. Oh, great direct running line there. It was Reynard past the short ball. The Waterboy hangs on to it here. I think it was off the shoulder of a Parliamentary 15 player. Waterboy doing all they can to even out these possession stats, I think, Bev. We talked before.
Oh,
and there you go.
There you go, the second curse
commentator's curse strikes again. The Parliamentary 15 picking up the ball there.
Oh, look, if you're going to do a curse, no, do it properly like that one.
I was just going to say, we reckon they were about 20% possession, but they've had most of the ball the last little while, until I decided to say that they had. The huge carry there from Ryan Yelovich for the Parliamentary 15.
I think it was 19.9 metres that run.
Suzanne Yee clears the base again. And it's Delaney Edmonds, who's been involved quite a lot as well when he's been on the park. Parliamentary 15 going about their work. Suzanne Yee clears again. Good footwork there from the young man from the Parliamentary 15 as Tama Pōtaka. He looked up a bit quick there, I think. He had some space. Just fumbles it over the touchline there, and it'll be a line out to the Waterboy 15 with 10 minutes to go.
Carlos is still throwing the passes round, and I think one may have gone to hand in this game so far. We'll allow it though.
We'll allow it. We love to see it. Do you think it could be one of those things, Bev, where you, in your head, you've still got it, and then it just doesn't quite pan out that way?
Mate, 37 years young, and tell me about it. What I thought I was doing and what actually happened.
Obviously, I was supposed to be playing today, and at 33, I can tell you just the thought of a rugby game got me injured. So I think Carlos is doing pretty bloody well to be out there, to be honest.
That sounds like my career, yeah. Since you just think about it, a couple of years ago for playing last man stands cricket in Auckland, finally managed to fill in for a team, and only game I played that season because later on I broke my ankle.
Oh no.
Although, another guy carried on playing after he was batting and got hit in a particular area of the male's body.
Yep. Kudos to him. It's not for everyone. You see a big carry there from Terry Korpua up towards the halfway line for the Waterboy 15. Oh, and there is a backdoor pass that goes to hand there, but the offload from the ruck doesn't quite, as there's big contact on Suzanne Yee there. A few comments coming from the crowd headed towards Andy Townsend there for the hit he put on Suzanne Yee. She's up and about, to her credit. She's not mucking around.
She doesn't look it either. She is
doesn't want to be treated any different. She's
no.
Here for it.
I'm going to say your sister very similar in the way she played rugby. Love to see the likes of Stacey Walker and others that have escaped my mind playing NRLW at the moment.
Yeah, we've got Tyler Nathan Wong and a few of those Sevens girls are out there playing. Niall Williams.
I was like, I know who I'm talking about, names aren't coming. Stacey would kill me if I forgot about her though.
Looks like there's been a few positional changes on the park here. We've got the young number 7, Tu Fawasa, ranging out on the wing for the Waterboy 15 now, as the Parliamentary 15 carry it forward.
I think in true Golden Oldies fashion, it's the older guys getting a bit more tired and saying to the younger guys,
getting a bit closer to the front row.
They need to move out more.
That is the classic, isn't it? The guys who played in the back line as Prem footy players, if they keep playing later on in life, they just inch closer and closer to those 1, 2 and 3 jerseys.
Carlos might be held up here.
You're right, Bev, he is, and that'll be a scrum to the Waterboy 15. Is he carried in by the Parliamentary team?
Have to remind myself of this wonky camera. It's actually my first time using the tripod, so it's one of those instances where it's like, oh, that first game with new equipment. Folks, don't forget you can watch these games back often as you like. You can even watch it back while you're watching it live. Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page will have highlights and a couple of bloopers on the page in coming days. Next week, looking to do a Northern Region rugby match, possibly between Northern and Taranaki at Cambridge next week, but to be confirmed.
Huge carry by Tu Fawasa there on the right hand side for the Waterboy 15. There'll be another scrum here. Obviously, again, a massive thank you to the sponsors of this match today.
Well
BCD Group, Blue Wallace Surveyors, the Grassroots Trust, Lugdens and Montana Food and Events. Massive thank you once again to you guys for putting on today. And a great game of rugby as we head into the last 6 minutes.
And it's been played in the spirit it should have been.
Absolutely. We've seen a bit of everything. Been some big contact. A few tidy dummies thrown. A few line breaks. Plenty of energy.
Some discussing going on.
Another positional change here. We've got Terry Korpua. Started the game at second 5, heading to the open side flank for the scrum. Cam Burke clears from the base of the scrum. and he's held on to it.
I think that might be the first Falcon we've had today. Oh, Dean knocked on in the end. Tell you what, it's probably one of the most difficult places to have a rugby ball is between your neck and the head. And
Yeah. It was Glenn Starr wearing the headgear for the Waterboy 15 there. Thought he did a bloody good job of hanging on to it actually, but fortunately he lost it in the contact there.
I think in terms of drop catches, I'm sitting on about 15. We're talking about not just game playing, because I don't play a lot of cricket, but commentating cricket, indoor cricket as well. I've dropped a few. I'm not on a good run at the moment, mate. Cold, COVID and everything else I managed to catch.
Oh, Carlos Spencer off the left foot there. A bit of pressure applied. Suzanne Yee clearing the base of the ruck there. You see the Parliamentary 15 take the ball in. 45 out from the try line. Loose ball there. Referee said knock back. Let's play on. Parliamentary 15 still have ball in hand. See Spencer onto Cam Taylor. Solid run from Cam Taylor there. It's like the Waterboy 15 might have got their hands on this, and I think it was Thomas Nabs at the base. No, it's Nabs with ball in hand now. And he's used Tu Fawasa as the shepherd there.
Oh, it was
referee letting it play on.
It was great use of it too. And from the side against the Parliamentary 15.
And the Waterboy carrying on with it as we head towards the last 3 minutes of this match. Parliamentary 15 leading the Waterboy team 27 points to 12. Off the back of the ruck there, Nick Feast getting involved again. And Mark Werner, one of our other sponsors today, carries it forward, loses it in the contact. So Ryan Hamilton runs it out. And the Parliamentary 15, a bit of space here. They're ranging down the right wing. The 20-metre rule coming into play nicely here. As they take the ball into touch, and it'll be the Waterboys line out.
So, few bodies walking at about 0.1 of a kilometre to the line out here.
There's a few hands on knees. Is that, I think I've got eyes on Mr. Warren Gatlin on the sideline there too. Not sure if I've got that right or not.
There he is.
I apologise.
No, it's not.
Absolutely not Warren Gatlin.
I was convinced too.
Looked like it
Good on you, mate.
Not sure who that is, but you are Warren Gatlin's doppelganger. Nice to have you here. Apologies for that, folks.
You sold me as well. I was like, oh yeah, it is, and then realised, no wait, hang on, it's similar. But
In my defence, there is a lot of rugby royalty here today.
as there should
We've
be.
got plenty of ex-All Blacks and Super Rugby players, and some others that are Waikato rugby legends, so it wouldn't have been surprising to see Gats here, to be honest.
And we've got Russell Packer as the Waterboy 15 coach as well. Former Kiwi rugby league player. Great tackle
Good
coming
spot tackle there, Cam Burke. Suzanne Yee organising things from the base there. Brad Cribb, the hooker for the Parliamentary team, taking the ball into contact, milking the penalty. Well, we've got a pulled muscle. There's a few bodies on the ground now with a minute to go.
Amazingly, it's taken 79 minutes for an injury. It's almost like the All Blacks Argentina first test where it took about, I think, 60 minutes for a first scrum.
Might be Ryan Hamilton getting some attention here.
Sympathy votes, maybe?
Well, he's getting carried off the park. Not sure if it is Ryan Hamilton, but it's
I
one of the
don't
Parliamentary
normally do
15
this,
players.
but it is. I tell you what,
No, it's not Ryan Hamilton. Is there any other 10 jersey for Ethan Smith? Ethan Smith for the Parliamentary 15, getting carried off the park, so
I do
it's been a
apologise.
serious fixture today.
I thought if it was Ryan Hamilton, I'd been carried off. I'd send that to him. Got a bit
Oh
of
goodness
a
me,
wall.
a tap move here. That's taken 79 minutes to come out too, but it would look pretty good.
It's barbarian rugby, that is.
Clock.
You're supposed to push yes. Yes. On the.
Yes.
Yep. Sorry, folks.
It's like our time on the ground, a little bit different to what we've got here, but by our watch we've got about 30 seconds to go.
I think the ground clock here had about 2 minutes for 20, maybe. Eventually caught up.
Good carry there from the Parliamentary 15, squirts out the bottom of the ruck. Carlos Spencer's got his hand on it. He's taken there by Nick Feast. The Parliamentary team about 10 minutes out from the try line. 10 metres.
10
rather.
minutes, 10 metres. It probably would take them 10 minutes to be fair. Tell you what, no one's too shy on tackling good old Carlos there.
Pini Henare getting involved as well. And Cam Taylor there with another carry today, a name we've heard a few times. Brad Cribb taking the ball into contact. The Parliamentary 15 hanging around this sort of 10 metre markers. There's a hand going there.
I'll tell you what,
That was a very tired hand, and Susan Yee sets off. There's no way that he's onside. Someone not quite retreating there. Yep, and the referee's got the arm out.
I think it's about the first 5 players.
As our clock says we've hit the 80, looks like the Hooters not going to go for another little while. And I'm sure there's a few players that are fairly interested in that Hooter going off at the minute. Because we've got another body down in play there. Colin Hickey taking a minute to get up.
Try!
Parliamentary team have scored.
Not too sure who's on the bottom of that one.
Few bodies staying down on the ground there.
I'll give it a team try, I think.
Yeah. So Brad Cribbs picked up the ball. He seems to be getting the pats on the back.
Had a pretty decent game of rugby though, Nate.
Absolutely. Like you said, we've played in the best of spirits. Obviously here to raise money and raise awareness for the Waterboy charity with Lugdons, who just do a brilliant job in the Waikato community as the conversion's away and the referee calls full time. Final score 32 to the Parliamentary 15, taking it out from the Waterboy 15 with 12 points.
At the end of the day though, Nate Ali, sorry, rugby's the winner.
Rugby is the winner.
Those sponsors, one last time there, please, Nate.
A final thank you to our sponsors, BCD Group. Obviously, Blair Curry on the field had an immense game today. Blue Wallace Surveyors, Murray Wallace as well, in the mix as we see the teams huddling together here. The Grassroots Trust, Lugdon's Real Estate, represented by Simon Lugdon at fullback for the Waterboy 15 today, and Montana Food and Events. A final thank you from the bottom of our hearts to those sponsors for helping with putting on today.
Yeah, I don't think Montana's been involved just yet. I think they're more at the better end of the rugby game.
The aftermatch has got their name on it, I think.
But just another reminder, thanks, folks. Can watch these games back as often as you like. Highlights and a couple of bloopers posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page. One last thing, huge thanks to you, Nate, for making today so much easier than it could have been.
No worries, mate. I would have loved to be out there on the park, but I've enjoyed myself up here too.
I told you it was an upgrade. Take care out there, folks. Look after each other. Hey, Kona.